Hey, you. Hey, baby. Where you going? Yeah. That's a catbird. That's not a cat calling you. That's a catbird. So, yeah. And there's a dragonfly. There's two dragonflies. They cut the grass last week. Moved down to dandelions and see, they're growing. They're beautiful as can be. Growing up, sometimes a weed is just a weed and sometimes it's more. I really wasn't even going to come on today, but today is a special day. Not because it's hump day, that too, but since the cat has already done come through. I'll be a cool cat today. I'm not dealing with haters or trolls' attitudes, but I'm going to say what I have to say. But I've got some work to do. I'm resting and working too. How my baby's doing. I'm not going to, well, see, you're still kind of, your soil is moist. So it's not dry like the desert. And it's getting ready to rain again anyway. I woke up making money today. Some ways I make money every day. I get why people are jealous of what I do and who I am and what I say. I get it, but don't get it. But I get it. My parents show me every day. My spirit talks to me every day. There's a wind in the air. Mentorship. Mentorship. Again, I'm not addressing the chat room this week, so if you love me, thank you. Welcome to the class. If you hate me, then bitch, we don't care. It's a weak bitch that hates me, and they're not here. I'm just going to let it blow in the breeze. I'm going to let it blow in the breeze. So today is the birthday. It popped up on my timeline, my Facebook timeline, of someone that I truly called my big brother, who was a great mentor of mine, the legendary Mitch Faulkner of On Mic Productions, OMP to some of you, the Edge magazine, the magazine that we set the world on fire, not just the urban radio world, but thank you, the boom across the way. Shout out to my folks at Fort Bragg and Pope Air Force Base. Lots of changes going on all over the place. Lots of changes going on all over the place. Lots of changes going on all over the place. But the tie between Mitch Faulkner, there goes the dragonfly, the red dragonfly. The tie between Mitch Faulkner, today was his birthday. I told you, my third and fourth house are like that. Like that. My third house in Cancer and Pluto, and my fourth house in Jupiter, in Leo, like that. Cancer on a Leo cusp, and then my dad's birthday, tomorrow, Leo on the Cancer cusp. The one person that I would say officially was the only true big brother I ever had. Although I did give someone else that designation too. And I'm talking about Jimmy Castor because he was a bit I can't I can't forget about how was I think it was our Christmas party. There goes a black and white dragonfly. He was like, why didn't you take that job in New York? I just didn't want to. You could have gone anywhere, but that's okay. I mean, he should know. I learned from all the people who have truly made an impression on me, yo. The integrity of the people that I've met in real life will be with me for the rest of my life. So I don't care what people say. You can hate me, love me, or do whatever, okay? You can never take my memories away. You can't erase this stuff out of my mind. If you thought you were going to, and I will say this, I still think you guys chipped me back in 2019, but I don't know. Acoustic kitty, I might be. Look up what acoustic kitty is, and I'm not a furry, by the way. Meow. But I do not know this Bastet that you all keep wanting to talk about or put in my house. This is the house of segment, not the house of Bastet. You do whatever you want to in your house, okay? That's no. Anyway, but today is a beautiful day of memories. Mitch Faulkner, the great Mitch Faulkner, who you are just. Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to show yourself? Where my birdies at? My birdies are chilling today. My birdies are chilling today. It's a chill type of day. It's a smuggy mug. There you go. It's a reminiscent type of day. And this is in honor of the great people who I've met along the way, which I can count on one hand. My mother, my father, my mentor, Mitch Faulkner, and my hubby. Let's keep the top four. That's what it would be. And I guess I would make the fifth in this synergy. So that's your five. That's your five. My mother, my father, Mitch Faulkner, my husband, and me. That's your five. What's your top five? If you're not in your top five, then what is your point? You're putting other people in your top five or your top two, your top three, and what do they have to do with you personally? See, everybody that I just mentioned had, and still has, a personal effect on me. That's what makes me different than the rest of these people in these YouTube streets. People are mad because the lives aren't what they used to be, but were the lives ever what they used to be? I can't even say the word out. I've already been working and talking and doing my job. I got a lot of things on my mind. Good things. Not so good things. Honor Mitch Faulkner today and the legacy that we had with the Edge magazine. That's written proof. That's recorded proof. That's proof for those who know. Some of the rest of you can go to the ATL till the cows come home, but we know who's running that show. We know who's been there before. I know the dude who was doing the little MLK thing. I have a dream all the time, but I was there in Atlanta talking to Reverend Hosea Williams and the real dream team. I remember my husband and I sitting there on Auburn Avenue talking to I remember the SCLC and Reverend Lowry and I don't know, James Orange. They did not like me. All preachers don't like me, especially when they're lying about what they do about their money or their legacy. But that's why I don't understand Portia Williams, with the granddaughter of Reverend Hosea Williams, that the best you can do is the fake women housewives of the ATL. How's that working for you? And then Lala and the stuff that she do. I mean, I worked at Magic at Radio 1 with Lala before she became a legacy. But what legacy would that be? That, you know what? No hate, no tea. Like, let's be real. You all were looking up to me before everybody else in the industry started looking up to you. Go ahead and lie and say that's not true. That's okay. Let the trolls come. Trolls come and trolls go every day. But either way, I know what I'm talking about. My mind is solid. So they can't like mind fake me out of my legacy, okay? They can't mind fake me off of my top, or they can't take this crown off my head. And they can call every type of witchcraft, voodoo, hoodoo, whatever it be. They can wish till the cows come home. They can wish me dead, but remember, when that energy comes back on you, don't turn around and ask the same God that you prayed to. I thought you weren't praying to God, you were praying to the devil. But anyway, back to Mitch, because that's enough about that. Because I said, this week I wasn't even going to focus on the people who don't matter, or the things that don't matter, because they're not even people, they're not even things, they're not nothing. But on this day, a legendary man was born. One who I truly, 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 truly called my big brother, even though I was like a year older than him. That's the funny thing about it. I was like a year older than him, but sometimes designation is not your age. Sometimes it's your mentorship and your energy, okay? It's your mentorship. You can have somebody younger than you be great at what they do, and you're trying to learn what they do, so that makes that person your teacher. I don't have a problem if you're really teaching me something. I don't have a problem with your age. I've learned things from young people. I've learned things from older people. I've learned a lot from everybody. So I earned this label sage the right way, the good way. Sage is learned through experience, not just through what people talk about what they do. The talk and the walk is different. But Mitch Faulkner, he walked the walk. He was the one that that said, when it comes to doing this radio thing, this audio production, Black, you give too much of your talent away. He was the one that taught me, listen. And I saw him do that too. I saw all the people who he put on as far as in radio. And we doubled and tripled up with that with the Edge magazine. I saw them in their own way turn on him too. People wonder, if Mitch was so much to you, why didn't you come to the funeral? I think those who really, 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 really know why I didn't come to the funeral. Number one, I don't do funerals. I've been to enough funerals in my life. Funerals are not what I do. Okay. Plus, I have a tendency to turn out a funeral because I see the bullshit in most of them. Like I see the bullshit in most of you. I don't give a damn if it's the trolls or whatever it be. I'm not even addressing the trolls or the haters this week. I told you that's my promise, and that's my present to me on King Week. It's King Week, by the way, and Mitch Faulkner was a real king. I'm wearing this Army shirt today because I told you my top four. And there goes the red dragonfly again. My mommy, my daddy, my hubby, and Mitch, and me. We all have Army ties. We all have Army ties. We all have military ties. And I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of stuff in the military too. The military's going through some changes too. Everybody's going through some changes. Saturn return's not playing with any of us. So y'all can go ahead and act like you don't know what I'm talking about, or you can steal what I'm talking about. You going through this chat GBT, whatever it be, and now they're putting together with the chat GBT and the digital data centers and all this and all that, and explosive diarrhea, and it's in the water, and it's because of chat GBT. Oh, hey baby, you're like, mommy, we need some water. All right, hang on. My butterflies and bees are calling me. Oh, although it's running, you know where to get water at. We know, that's why we come here. I got you. Nature is as nature does, and with nature it's all love. All right, here we go. There we go. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. There goes my birds right there. Oh, Mommy's up. Mommy's got her water bottle. And there goes the bees. There goes the bees. There goes the bees. I'm outside. My morning therapy. There goes the bee right there, right on the, can you see it? Can you see it? It looks a little, are we? I don't know. Anyway, can you see the bee going from the flower right there? And my birds are up there. There go my birds. Are you giving out food today? Not today, honey. Not today. I done spoiled them. They're like, do we get any more watermelon chips? Do you want some more watermelon chips? But I'm the bad person. I'm the ignorant person. I'm the crazy person. Okay. Whatever. This is what gets me into trouble in the first place. I must learn to channel my giveaways. All right. Watermelon chips. Birds eat watermelon chips. There they go. You hear them? Don't fight over the food. There's enough. Don't fight over the food. And don't forget to sprinkle the nectar. Whoop! You got that! You got you some watermelon chips. Mommy be feeding. Mommy be feeding her tribe. That's what a real leader does. A real leader knows how to lead. A real leader knows how to feed their tribe without deception, without threats. With all due respect, all these people who wanted to lead and saying, follow me, I don't see no merit in them at all. Why would I ever follow any of you or be in your collective? Sit down. You're way too small for whatever it is that you do, that you want to force me in a box. You work on that box. You make that box work for you. But stop saying, collective. Now, if you're part of my, I'm not a part of your collective. I'm what you want to be. Or what you strive to be. You don't have to say it. I already know. I've already peeped your energy. Shout out to those who know. You are something else. Yeah. It's not the first time that's been said. Well, back to Mitch Faulkner on this day, the day of his birthday. I said once before, I think he died around 2022. Yeah. Interesting year, 222. He died 2022, and a man that I talked about that ran the Pearl Necklace, the real Batman of Gotham City, because Fayetteville has been known as Gotham City too. Oh, speaking of which, Detective Ellis on Acorn, where did you get that inspiration from? Same inspiration you got Elspeth? ValJones be on. Let these clowns hate. Do whatever it is you want to do. I gotta spray some more. The pests are coming out today. I've already sprayed some wintergreen alcohol. That stuff works too. But I'm being reminded that the pests are coming out today. So we just want you to sit and chill and be cool. Because there's a lot of spiritual, physical, and mental cleaning going on in these streets. And it doesn't have anything or everything to do with you. Depends on what part of the world you're on. But shout out to Mitch Faulkner. On this day, he was born. I worked with him at Power 93, talk about the Power 93. I talked about how we had a song that, probably would have went to the top of the Billboard chart. So we were rapping, we were doing our thing, but because we were in radio, and it actually started out as a promo for the station. It actually started a 30-minute promo for the station, ended up being about 3 minutes. You remember the night you recorded it? I do. I do. I do. Mitch was the type of person that Mitch was a Tracy Chapman fan, and I really wasn't a fan of Tracy Chapman. He's like, Black, but see, Mitch was from Hopkinsville, Kentucky. So, which is funny now because I watched the Andy Griffith show the other day, and the Darlings. I rock with that music. It's kind of funny, okay? But for some reason, I just couldn't get into Tracy Chapman. And so I remember Mitch literally locked me in the studio for about 30 minutes to an hour, making me these dragonflies are just all over the place right now. They're just I'm saying Mitch and these dragonflies are coming out. Like, what is going on? Is this a spirit coming out? Like, what is it? What's the deal? What's the dealio? I'm saying Mitch Faulkner and the dragonflies are just putting on a show. Spirit never dies, man. Spirit, at least not around me. I'm always surrounded by that spiritual energy. So, for anybody that says, collective, the Most High Spirit has this message for you. No, I speak to Spirit directly. Don't I, Daddy? I do. It's all cool in my world. So let's just say maybe I should be saying what some of you say. Listen, I have a direct message from Spirit to you. Get yourselves together. Because you know who's not going to save you? Your crew. I keep telling you, the spiritual journey is a personal journey. It's not a religious journey. It's not a financial journey, although it is all of that. It is all of that, but it is directly a personal journey, and it's that. So if you don't have a personal connection, your preacher is not going to connect you to the, oh wow, that just flew right over me. Wow, Daddy, it's King Week. It's King Week and I get the gift. Thank you. I needed this. Because I will say this. I got a ding last night, early this morning. Something that kind of really set me sad today. I don't know if you remember the little girl, but I love the movie, okay, because it reminded me of the movies Mothra back in the day with Mothra and Godzilla and all this and all that, blah 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 blah. But the little Asian girl who was deaf, Godzilla versus King Kong, she was killed in a single car crash. She was 18 years old. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. When she was in that movie, she was probably, about 10 or whatever. I think her name was Kaylee. Kaylee, I want to say it was Kaylee. But beautiful. She was in that, and she was in another one, too. She was in both of them. Middle Earth. We're talking Middle Earth stuff. To you Middle Earthers out there, I'm sure you remember the movie Godzilla versus King Kong. And then the other one, too, the New Kingdom or the New Empire, that one. That too. Anyway, the little girl who was kind of like, she could talk to Kong. She had a telepathic connection with him. She was killed yesterday in a single car crash. Her driver, or the driver, non-threatening injuries, but she was dead on arrival. That bothers me. She was 18 and beautiful. 18 and beautiful. That bothers me, and I cannot. It's more than just a young person that made an impact on me in the movie. It's something more to that. It's just all of that. I just don't like the math of it. And people say, well, it's just her time. Was it though? She was 18 years old. Beautiful 18-year-old. She was deaf. The thing about deaf people is they know how to sign, but sometimes they have stuff that they can say, and if you miss it, you miss it, okay? And I just feel some kind of way. I don't know. All these dragonflies are really like flying over me all over the place. So I'm just going to say I feel uncomfortable about how she died. I don't know if you can see them or not. They're all over the place. But I just feel uncomfortable about that. The one guy, the driver, got absolutely no injuries. But she, single car crash. Did you just run into a wall? Did you just run into a wall on her side? Were you paid for that? Had she been molested? I don't know. It's all those things I start thinking about. Please believe you have nefarious forces that will try to, shut you down and shut you out. These dragonflies are all over the place. Mommy and Daddy says, don't you worry about a thing. We're sorting them out. You just rest this week. Chill. Next month, next month, you know what I mean? Play in nature, do your thing. You don't have to go to nature. Nature comes to you. The birds come, the bees come. The angels, and apparently the demons too. And you're ready for all of it. Because you have memories and mentorship and star quality that most never had and never knew. And especially when it came for you. They wanted to lie on you. They don't realize the setup. So again, shout out to the people who love me and the trolls that want to say whatever you want to. I'm not even addressing you. You're not even here. You are like nothing this week. So, but yeah, that bothered me about the little girl. Well, she's 18. Well, she was 18. Her name was Gia in the movie. Gia. Just look it up. Should be on the news. Which brings me back to Mitch. Which brings me back to Mitch. Today is his birthday. And that was the one who, like I said, said, you know what, get your money. Because I used to do that. I used to like almost give my stuff away. Like I remember charging for professional quality promos and commercials and stuff like that. I was charging a rate. I was trying to give everybody a chance, right? Because I know some people really don't have the money, but you have a product to sell. But I realized that you were using me. You were using me for a bill. Like I realized that the same people who used me to do their commercials, once they got on that label and they paid out the ass, and I do mean out the ass, I'm talking about some Christians too. They know who you know who you are. You know who you are. So when you come back and ask me to do that commercial, don't be surprised if that price is going to go up. I know you paid twice or 3 times or 4 times as much for that overseas trip. And then there used to be this guy named Bobby too. This guy named Bobby who would parrot me in everything he do, a Capricorn. I have a precarious energy with Capricorn. Capricorn is in my 11th house. My Lilith is in Capricorn. So some of you who know what I'm talking about. A Capricorn can be the goat in a variety of ways. A Capricorn can be the devil too, okay? So let me say this. If that's the devil, because I remember that devil told me how he used to like, just stalk somebody. So you already put me on cue to you. This was the same one that, he called himself the man with the issues. And he did have issues too. He had a self-importance, something about himself. I remember how he was literally going to go up to the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, like the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. And I had to talk him down. I'm like, don't you take that attitude to her, because she got an attitude. Well, she got an attitude. No. This is the Aretha Franklin. This is the Queen of Soul. I don't give a damn what type of attitude that woman has. You will show her the respect. See, that's something that you guys either act like you don't know or you really don't know, that those who've come before you, you should have did your research, at least on me, or either the people who were like pushing you to come up against me, because now you find you all are in some shit and there ain't nothing I can do about it. You put that clip to your own head and cocked your brains right on out. The word cock is funny thing, they say. Let the rooster crow today. Where are my roosters, by the way? I remember when we used to have roosters all over the place, and now I don't hear them anymore. It's a different type of, the neighborhood is changing. You're welcome. For some of the stuff you said you were dealing with, I dealt with that before. It's better now. You're welcome. Act like you don't know. I can always get proof. Proof is all around. They know. Those who know, and those some know don't say. But back to Mitch Faulkner, or specifically Bobby Holiday. And this was always somebody that said, "You my queen, you my queen, you my queen." And I'm like, bro, I'm your, I'm your Sarah, I'm your friend, but I'm not your queen. I'm like, I don't do people shorter than me. Sorry, not sorry, but if you're shorter than me, you're a midget. I know that's a bad thing to say, but it is what it is. I didn't invent the word. And I'm like, I'm 5'3", man. Only person that's shorter than me that I respect is my mama, and she was 5'2", but she proved who she was, and she still does too. So, shout out to mama, nothing but love. These dragonflies, are you want some water or what? Are you like kids dancing and? No, mommy, we're just protecting you. The whole nature thing, spirit, do your thing. We're out here with you. We're your audience. People say, you're alone. I'm hardly not alone. Look at the butterflies just came out the dragon. The butterflies, no, that's a dragonfly. And they say, I'm slow because I literally connect with nature. Yeah, okay. How's that working for you? That is a butterfly. That's a butterfly. That's definitely a butterfly. Hey, baby. No, that's a... What are you? Your wings look thin. I don't think you're a butterfly. I don't know. Nature is changing up. But but that dude. So if that dude is the setup, I mean, I do believe he has the spirit of Lamashtu in him. And I'm gonna tell you something about Lamashtu. Look up who Lamashtu is. Remember when I was telling you about the Exorcist, and they were calling on the spirit of Pazuzu. But if you do your research, Pazuzu was actually over Lamashtu. That's why I said I burned Lamashtu and got that bitch in it. I burned that bitch to a core. That's that bitch's ass right here. I put that ass in a jar. I put that ass in a pickle jar. Put that ass in a pickle jar. I feel Mitch laughing right now. So that's my black woman. We had some of the best times, and some of the best times, and some of the best lives, and some of the worst too. If you worked at All Mike, you knew. Oh my God, it was great. It was great, but the money aspect of it, it was nothing like trying to run to the bank and cash your check before you realized that check wasn't going to count. I'm telling you, Mitch was cool, but his brother, Arvesta, Pisces, oh child. I don't know what it is about Pisces men. There's a reason why you do not see Pisces women dating Pisces men. We just know. You know that whole thing about it takes men longer to mature than women. That's true. You prove that every day, and all of you. I love the way these men think that they want to rule me, or I'm your master. Bitch, fuck you. You ain't even your master. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Oh my God. Let me, and that's what my parents said. No, we're going to pull you out of this matrix and this loop in this game, okay? Because you get ready to show them a side that they don't know. They think they know you, but they really don't know how deep this rabbit hole goes. Nothing like a fucked up Aquarius. I mean, you look like the drugs. You used to be a cute boy, but now you look like you're skin and bones. All of them are starting to look like skin and bones. See that STD and that herpes and that perpetual shit that you're on, that'll do that to you. But you still mad? I guess you dying and going to hell, and you wanted to take me with you too. Epic fail. But your mind said, there's nothing like an air sign that's just stupid. If you know who you are, then fuck it. I mean, if you don't, that's okay too. But anyway, back to Mitch. back to Mitch and back to his brother, a Pisces. I can remember talking about sibling rivalry. Mitch was great. I mean, he was absolutely top tier in what he did. He was just the top. I think Arvesta was the businessman. Mitch was the creative man. But Arvesta, for the lack of a better word, a bit of a con. A bit of a con. But that's his brother. And his mother, their mother. Because Arvesta was the older brother. And I think his mother made it, you know how some families will do family forever, some shit like that. But I'm not going to get into all of that. But for some reason, I think that Mitch felt like that he had to, he was his brother's keeper. Except his brother wasn't his keeper. Those of you who are in families, you know what I'm talking about. You know that energy. Where you're family, and you take care of the family. See, that was with my cousins, because I thought my cousins, I didn't have any sisters or brothers, so I thought my cousins, especially on my daddy's side, was supposed to be my sisters and my brothers. And I know for a fact that my daddy told them, like, look out for her, look out for my baby. When I'm gone, that's your charge, because he was like the king of the throne. I mean, he was grandma's, I mean, they can say what they want to, but he was grandma's favorite child of all the ones. And I mean, I guess it's that sibling rivalry, right? But the funny thing about it is the sisters, his sisters and his brother didn't feel that way. It's the children, it's the generation that came after that was a jealous, fucked up, you know what? Fuck all of them, okay? Fuck all of them. I'm still kind of pissed off at the fact that, how you, we're not even going to do that. We're not even going to let that go. Let that go. Let that go. Let that go. Ooh, that looks like, what is that? Anyway, but on this day, I celebrate the legacy of Mitch Faulkner and his mentorship to me. But I remember, like I said, I remember the stuff at OMP that, I just talk about sibling rivalry. Yep. That's why I'm glad, man. I don't have no sisters or no brothers. I have absolutely nobody. And all of a sudden, so-called sorors and frat brothers went up and out there. Hey, Sarah, you can go. No, bitch, no. Bitch, where were you when I was walking? Is that circling the block? No, we're not doing none of that. I got stuff to do today, and it's getting hot. But to those who have real memories and real stuff that you can rely on, the stuff that you know for a fact will last the test of time, reflect back on that as Mercury comes out of retrograde and gets back in line. That's why, like I said, I'm not addressing no trolls or no haters or nothing today, because they're all dead to me anyway. So they can say whatever the fuck they want to say, but they won't say it to my face because they know they're dead meat. But anyway, Mitch Faulkner, the Edge magazine before, I think during the time you had BRE and you had Jack the Rapper, and I was always in Jack the Rapper, by the way. I was always Jack the Rapper's, one of Jack the Rapper's sweethearts in the Valentine issue. But we did the Edge magazine 20 years ago. This was me and Mitch Faulkner. And let's go down the credit show. Publisher Mitch Faulkner, editor Valerie Jones Baker, assistant editor Denise Parks, staff writers Valerie Jones Baker, James Breedlove, Lamont Carson, who's no longer here, Arvesta Faulkner, Mitch's brother, Mitch Faulkner, Denise Parks, P. Andrea Shepard, Larry Tinsley. Is Larry Tinsley still around? And Dwayne Walker. And we had stuff like Let's Talk Programming, Black AC versus Urban Contemporary, Real Air Women, which I actually did a show on. I actually did an article on Kathy Hughes and Muta Evans. Listen, Kathy Hughes is many things, but for me, It's always been all love. I told you, whether it's Kathy Hughes or Mary Catherine Sneed, the biggest main players in urban radio, the main women. I'm not talking about these little wannabes that come after. I'm talking about the number one women in urban radio in your lifetime, which is like my lifetime too. The main heavy hitters in urban radio, Mary Catherine Sneed, the other white woman, and Kathy Hughes. They're cool with me. It wasn't them that stalked me, trying to chase me down. It was the damn men. Maybe that's why women, you consider women a bitch, because there's all these bitch men who want to control something that they can't control. They want to control your mind, your body, your soul, and you go, bitch, I will fuck you up on so many levels. You don't know. Y'all play Army, but you ain't Army. Anyway, and again, I read this before. Again, since we're talking about Mitch today, thanks to all the readers for your wonderful comments about The Edge, and special thanks to all who participated in making the premiere issue so successful. With so much uncertainty and fickleness in the broadcast industry, The Edge hopes to bring about a new awakening in black radio, one filled with pride, responsibility, and knowledge. And we were doing the thing too. We were dealing with Columbia before they became Sony, and we realized when MCA and Columbia were buying up all those charts at the top at the program list too. Like, you know, for somebody that says Paola wasn't live and well, I saw Paola in real life, and I'm trying to think why didn't we? So that would have been Paola if the program director and the music director decided to play their radio and put it on the charts and get money. That would have been Paola. We couldn't get money from it, but a label could get money from it. You know what? So we were like, okay, never mind. But see, I got receipts. I always have receipts. So, you know, all these people talk about it. You know, all they can give you is lies. They can't say nothing. They can't show you not one receipt. Like I said, if you feel like I'm some kind of way, prove it. Prove it. No, prove it in reality, not with your mouth. We know what you do with your mouth. Anyway, and we also put a cassette out with the Edge magazine too. The Edge. What do we have here? Side A, Columbia Records, Out of the Box. Side B, Kicking the Flavor Inside the Edge. Keeping you on the cutting edge of the broadcast evolution. We did this. We did this. I have a real history and a real legacy. We did this in 1994. $1994. Do the math. 1994. You doing stuff that we did in 1994 with what we had, and we did it quite well on a budget. You have all the technology and all the whatever it be, and you still up here trolling me. That says a lot about me, doesn't it? It does. Reminiscing over some of the best energies and the best mentors I have in my life. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. We did it first. And those who know. So, say whatever you want to, yo. This is the week of truth. Truth be running the show. Love, truth, and faith. My trinity. My big brother and my daddy and my mama says, you're all gonna see. I remember when the Boondocks played this and I was going through some depression with my husband too, all of that.
I reminisce for a spell of jealousy. Think back 22 years ago to keep it on track. The birth of a child on the 8th of October. A toast, but my granddaddy came sober. Count all the fingers and the toes. Now I suppose you hope the little black boy grows. 18 years younger than my mama, but I really got beatings with the girl of drama. In single parenthood, there I stood. By the time she was 21, had another one. This one's a girl. Let's name her Pam. Same father as the first, but you don't give a damn. Irresponsible, plain not thinking. Papa said chill, but the brother keep winking. Still he rolled down, you would tear out your hide. On your side while the baby make a slide. But mama got wise to the game. The youngest of 5 kids, hun, here it is. After 10 years without no spouse, mama's getting married in the house. Listen, positive over negative for the woman and master. Mother queens rise in the chapter. Deja vu, tell you what I'm gonna do when they reminisce over you, my God. When I take back, I recall a man off the family tree. My right hand, Papa Doc, I see. Took me from a boy to a man, so I always had a father. When my biological didn't bother taking care of this, so who am I to pick up? Not a bad ticker, but I'm clocking Pop's liver. But you can never say that his life is through. 5 kids at 21, believe he got a right to. You ain't know while I check the scene with the Portuguese lover at the age of 14. The same age, front page, no fuss, but I bet you all you know they live longer than us. Never been seen now. That's where you're wrong. But give the man a taste and he's gone. Nodding off sleep to a jazz tune. I can hear his head banging on the wall in the next room. I get the pillow and hope I don't wake him. But this man, the cuss, hear it all in verbatim, telling me how to raise my boy unless he's taking over. I said, Pop, maybe when you're older. We laughed all night about the hookers at the party. My old man standing yelling, good God Almighty. Use your condom, take sips of the blue. When they reminisce over you, for real. Reminisce so you never forget this. The days are way back, so many bear witness the fitness. Take the first letter out of each word in this joint. Listen close as I prove my point. T to the R-O-Y, how did you and I meet in front of big blues fighting in the street? But only you saw what took many time to see. I dedicate this to you for believing in me. Rain or shine, yes in any weather. My grandma Pam holds the family together. My Uncle Doc's the greatest, better get the latest. If we're talking about a car, Uncle Sterling got the latest. I strive to be live cause I got no choice and run my own business like my aunt Joyce. So Pete Rock hit me, enough respect you. With the reminisce over you. Listen, just listen to the funky song as I rock on, and that's where it's born. I'm not playing, everybody, just know it. This song is dedicated to the one and only. Never be another, it was my brother. Trouble T-Roy, it's like that, y'all. Yeah, don't stop. Rockin' still smooth for 92. And we out.
So what happened between CL Smooth and Pete Rock? Why don't you let them talk about it and determine which one is telling the truth and which one is lying? Or maybe nobody's lying, or maybe whatever it is. See, that's what the intro will do. You'll have a good click together and then you separate it, because it's always divide and conquer. That's what the devil will do all the time. You got something good going on and something just comes out. Mitch Faulkner on this day, my big brother, the legendary Mitch Faulkner of On My Production, # Edge Magazine, was born on this day. The one who I really would choose to call my big brother. When I was talking about Bobby, everything I would say, all of a sudden he would say that too. Oh, that's my big brother. Bitch, if I ever catch you in my face, you the first thing I'm going to do is punch your fat ass out. But you can't even walk anyway. We know you stuck either in jail or in hell or in some back room or somewhere, and nobody doesn't come out to support you because you've been such a bitch to everybody. I'm telling you, it's these bitches who are conflicted the way you do. You want to be somebody's lover, or he's got that Lamashtu spirit on him. I'm telling you, it's nothing like the Lamashtu spirit. Go and look up Lamashtu and Pazuzu. Reagan. I see why my mama was saying that, had me watching The Exorcist coming on again, and Reagan Pazuzu. So I called him Pazuzu to put that bitch, we put that bitch in a jar, pickle jar. We put that hoe in a pickle jar. But no, that's why their dicks are all pickled right like that. And the women who do that is that these lusty, crusty, dusty, these sexual, you stuck on that. That's why my parents like, nope, 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 nope. We told you no from the beginning, but you know what? You said you wanted to see, so we allowed you to see a little bit, and once you saw, you went, no, that's not for me, because we raised you properly. So you don't have somebody that wasn't raised properly, that literally has shit as a mama and daddy, or maybe it's all in your DNA, and you really thought that you were going to master me today? You must be out of your goddamn motherfucking mind, whatever color you be. Bitch, you know what, RIP to everybody. And I do mean everybody. There's not no one around me right now. There's not no one I would say, not a one. Not a one. There is absolutely nobody that I know. I thought about that last night. Like, if I had to go, if the spaceship came today and I had to go up, is there any one person that you would take with me? Not a one. Not a one. And that's why my parents went, pack light, not a one. I told you, it's a personal journey. It's a personal journey. And that's why you mad. You mad because you want to be under my protection. But what did you do to be under my protection? So it's like, you did what you did, but you want to hide that shit. And then you want to like play off like you be that bitch and you just a bitch. Okay, I heard mommy says, wait, stop. You're deviating from the program. I heard the dragonfly just pop on the house. I heard. Mitch Faulkner. On this day, Mitch Faulkner was born, and he did this in the Edge magazine that we did. I guess around 94. It's 2026 now. Do the math. Anyway, and because some of these things never change, and it's that true facts. Truth does not change. Energies change, trends change, but truth, the basic math, that always remains the same. That's what Saturn teaches you. There's some things that are like unchangeable. There's some things that are fixed. But hey, you'll find out when you're meant to. Anyway, on the mic with Mitch Faulkner. All right, production wizards and wizettes. This is the section of The Edge where we tighten up your production skills and take you to the next plateau. Last month, we touched on the topic of poor copywriting, and thanks to your response and request for more, whoop, there it is. Most stations do not have a person functioning solely as a copywriter. Oftentimes, the account, God knows, we know that. Oftentimes, the account executive prepares the copy, and in some cases, this can spell disaster for the client. These are some tips on how you, the producer, and the salesperson can come together to produce on an effective spot for the client. And I don't give a damn what they say. They know whether it was Beasley Broadcasting or Radio One or Jams in Greenville or every station I ever worked at. You know what? It's the fact that some of these lying record reps, not record reps, well, that too, but some of these lying sales reps, lied on me, knowing that I made money for you. Let's see you Christian at, I'm gonna let you deal with your God with that. Something about you bitches from Florida or New York that'll turn on a dime. How's that working for you? Where your God at today? Remember when I told you that your daughter was like, doing like some weird stuff on Facebook? And I'm like, what's going on? And that was kind of like my goddaughter, okay? But I'm like, what are we doing with this? And then come find out you didn't even know. And then come find out she was pregnant. How did Val know? Val be watching. Val don't be intending to be watching, but I just have this, I'm tapped in. What can I say? So I'm like, I told you I'm like Cerebro in the X-Men. Or Jean Grey. I don't know. But now somebody deems himself to be the Professor X, so they shave their hair and say, I'm Professor X. Now, bitch, you are so beside yourself. You're so beside yourself and into yourself and about yourself, but you're not, you don't even know who you are. I heard you were conflicted. That's clearly clear. You came to the wrong real star when you came for me. I told you, you will never in a billion fucking years unfit me. Jealous ass bitches with a Lamashtu spirit. Men or women, you're all the same to me. Dead. Anyway, most stations, I was good at doing production and music. I mean, not considering that Mitch is he is the master on the mic, the master on the mic. So, and I was like, he's a little prototype. Can you imagine? That's why I was Bobby. You wasn't nobody's person. You just wanted this hype so bad. You sat. So you said you sat on that. So you said you sat on that billboard for a week. Now I don't know if you did or not because you were such a goddamn liar. I just think you just wanted that energy. You just had you have some mental issues. And if that's the person who wants to say you mentally insane, you're alone. No, that might be him or somebody or that same type of spirit. Let's just take it out of there. That's just a body. But it's that spirit that comes through. It's that spirit of anxiousness and demon. It's an evil spirit. And I've always been an antagonizer to that evil spirit because that is not what that part where they said you never know how low the rabbit hole goes or how deep you can go. That's one thing I do know. I would never do what you did. Never. That I can say never because I didn't. You tested me. That's what I'm saying. If you got some proof on me, please show it. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it and let that energy come right back to you. Honey, there is no, I tell myself, so you ain't got shit on me. If we want to jump into these spiritual streets and these spiritual courts, be ready. I got all the receipts. I keep receipts. And my receipts are solid as a rock. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, to those of us who are really into production, because that's something that Mitch would say, they can get rid of announcers every day, and they do. But what they really need at a radio station is people who can actually do production, who can do commercials, who can do voiceovers, have you. So I'm in this radio as much as I want to be. All this other bullshit, no. Been there, done that. Not for me. So anyway, for those of you, for the slow ones in the room, on the mic with Mitch Faulkner, on this day, a true legend was born, my big brother too. Most stations do not have a person functioning solely as a copywriter. Oftentimes, the account executive prepares the copy, and in some cases, this can spell disaster for the clients. These are some tips on how you, the producer, and the salesperson can come together to produce an effective spot for the client. First of all, the salesperson has to understand she is developing an ad campaign for the client, not just a spot. Encourage the salesperson to gather all the following information from the client. 1, how does the client wish to position his product or services? 2, is there a competitor in the field of interest? 3, hold up. No. Heard the plane, felt the energy. I'm giving, you all are paying for other people to give you this. You're paying out the ads too, and I'm giving this for free. Hold up, let me stop. That's the stuff I've been doing. I just give up this energy for free, and then you turn around and put these knives in my back and then claim that you do me, and that's a goddamn lie. That's why I love this Saturn return. I love this week. This is King Week. All the liars are going down. I'm still feeling some kind of way about Gia, because I feel like something's wrong with that. I feel like there's something really weird, how this single car crash, and she's not here. Gia, the girl that played in Godzilla versus King Kong. Don't like it. And the driver came out with non-threatening injuries. Don't like it. I wish somebody would. I mean, it could happen. But and like I said, fuck all the haters, because bitch, you're already dead to me. So I'm not even going to address the monkeys in the room. Okay, the sand monkeys, the doom monkeys, or whatever it be. You're all fucking dead to me. I hope you die slow or quickly, whatever it be. But bitch, you picked the wrong one to come to this week. So you hoe. If you got a problem with me, then I hope it really gets up in your ass. I hope this is an itch that you can't scratch. You see this little finger? You're about as big as this little finger to me, so fuck you, bitch. I know you love this energy. Oh, go ahead and beat my mama. Beat me. I love it when you beat me, so I'm going to just go and take the energy right on out and go, poop, bye-bye. That's it on you. But anyway, look into that car crash with G, okay? Because I don't feel right about that. But anyway, back to on this day, Mitch Faulkner was born. And a mentor to me too. And I realized as I was giving that information that, you know what, hold up. And we were going to do the magazine too. We were going to redo the Edge magazine. So we started doing this. Like I said, I've showed this before because we're showing proof. We're showing improving today. We're showing improving today. What did I have with it? The Edge, when we did the cassette, when cassettes were the things. So we did a cassette, so we sent out the magazine to everybody. Anybody could get the magazine, and if you subscribe to it, and we sent out cassettes too. So we did a whole project. We did a whole project on our dime. Real entrepreneur spirit. See, I told you, my Cancer and my Jupiter, that's like in my natal chart too. So Mitch being the ultimate big brother, which actually, like I said, he was actually 1 year younger than me, but it's that energy and that mentorship. He was a legend before me. And then, the legend is calling me a legend too, because I know when we were doing something in production, my ear is sharp. My ear is super, super, super sharp. Super, super sharp. So we were getting a commercial together, and it was just like a hair off. The beat was just a hair off to me. I'm a little bit of perfectionist. You wouldn't think that, but I am. I'm a little bit of perfectionist. And sometimes I know sometimes you just need to let it be. I'm working on that. I'm working on that. But anyway, so it was, the beat was just a hair off. Now, mind you, this is the master of production. This is Mitch Faulkner here we're talking about. This is everybody who knows on my production in Atlanta, Mitch Faulkner, everybody who knows. This is the master of production. This is the one that many production experts will talk about. This was the man. So this is not a made up person, okay? This is not a made up person. This is a real person. And so, same one that, that was him and me when we did talk about the Power 93, and I talked about that already. But so something we were doing this commercial, it was just a hair off. I'm like, Mitch, I can get it tighter than that. He said, Black, because mind you, now this is the master. So here's the little Padawan saying, I think I can get it tighter than that. He's like, Black, it's as tight as it's going to get. But I'm hearing it it's still, because I told you I'm a bit of perfectionist. And once I get something in my head like that, it stays in my head until once I see it, that's why I'm the ultimate problem solver. And people know that too. See, people lie about, they lie all over YouTube. Like, I'm from God. God sent me to give a man. God, I can help. I'm just that bitch ain't no That bitch ain't no psychologist more than the dog in the street. But go ahead, y'all pay that. So that's y'all energy. If that's your energy, go ahead. And that bitch, in his little Toy Story candle, like doing whatever that is. If you like that shit, then you go ahead with that bitch. Because that too is like, that's not my energy. That's not my tribe. That's not my hype. You have to separate the two. If you like him and you like her, then I'm not for you. And I'm not trying to be for you. And I would never be a part of that shit. That's an ultimate and forever no. If I even peep the energy that I'm around people like that, I'm like, that's it. That's just not my shit. So, and that's the one thing that I've learned that's really been very, very clear, that my mom and dad and the whole energy around me has listen, when it's not your energy, you stop out of that. And that's when God is here and God is near. So people don't believe in God, or either they don't believe, well, why is God looking out for her? Maybe, what, I'm going to do my poem again, The Calling, because I don't think some of y'all, as the guy would say, for the people in the back. And by the way, address your people, because God damn well, I've never been in the back. If I went to the back, I was just sitting in the back, just chilling, but I've never been in the back. I've always been in the front. I'm just not one to stun about, I'm number one. I'm like, what's the point? Like, I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm a king. I'm going. I'm like, you hear all of that, but you don't. But you also see the lag. You have to have people to back you up, because you have no back. And then you want to troll. How's that working for you? Even that's fine. Oh, what am I burning today? Frankincense and myrrh. The energy just fell flat. I am so not interested. Something's talking. You can tell when it's all in caps. That's a bullshit motherfucker. So I'm gonna let you sort yourself out. I'm gonna let your mental instability sort yourself out. But getting back to my story. So Mitch is so the Padawan is listening to the master, and the master is telling her, Black, this is as best as it's going to get. But see, I'm this type of person. It's already in my mind that I hear it tighter. I hear the beat tighter than this, because it is just a smidgen off. See, I am precise to a T on certain things. Certain things I will let slide. So many things I have let slide, and I didn't really like it. But I have learned you don't always have to be so goddamn precise every time. What was that I heard? You thinking that it's not perfect It's way perfect for everybody else. You think it's not perfect. It's 2,000 times better than what anybody else will do. But you up here sitting there looking at a hair, like a hairline fracture, a hair thing, and like, no, I can do it better. I can do better. Sometimes just let it go. And see, when I hear that, it's like, so I'm just letting go. I'm letting something go substandard. It's like, no, you've never been sub. There's not a sub bone in your body. There's not a sub energy in your body. You have never been a sub. Subbing is not what you do. You've never been a sub person, subhuman, sub food. You don't do subs. That is not what you do. But you such a perfection. So that's funny how the people try to say, like, I'm perfect. You got a bitch with a Warby Parker glasses and a wig or a weave or whatever trying to tell me that I'm not perfect. The fake bitch is gonna say I'm not perfect. So, but you fake. How is fake perfection? God did not make fake. People made fake. The world made fake. Different thing. Everything that God and Goddess makes is perfect. I'm perfect, y'all. I am a perfect human being. The thing about it is, and that's why they troll. That's why they're so mad. That's why the energy, you hear that wind blowing outside. It's beautiful. I didn't even know I was going to come on today. But I guess it's the legacy. It's a legacy. It's the talk of the legacy. Because on this day, July 22nd, Mitch Faulkner was born. And on tomorrow, which I'm not going to say anything, because it's just between me and Daddy. It's Daddy's birthday. But see, I told you, looking at my natal chart, I'm giving you physical representations of, in my third house, Cancer and Pluto. And in my fourth house, in my third house, and my fourth house, Jupiter and Leo. I'm giving you all a visual. And so the master is saying, getting back to me and how precise I can be. So that's why, I'm sure thus I get the jealousy. I really do. I get people either love me or they fear me. Well, that's a problem for you. But anyway, the master is saying, Black, this is it. And I'm hearing it. And I'm like, no. Because I'm hearing what's in my head. I'm hearing it and I can't get out my head because I know it can get tighter. Long story short, I worked on it for a few minutes and I tweaked it and I worked on it and I tweaked it and I worked it. I know he's looking at me like, and I'm focused. I can feel him looking at me, but I'm also focused on what I do because I know what I hear in my head. I know what I can hear in my head. So I'm going tweaking it again. And I go, boom, done. And he listens to it. And that was the day the king bowed to the Padawan. The student now has become the master. That was such a great day. I wasn't trying to do it that way. I wasn't trying to upstage it. See, that's the difference between real class and a real man. A bitch, which is most of these people be trolling. A bitch, they don't want to be upstaged by anyone. And yet, if you look at it, they are actually upstaged by everyone because everything they do is a lie. Everything they say is a lie. Everything they talk about is a lie. They're in deception. They're not about correction. They're about deception. So fuck you, bitch. I hope you die in the worst horrible way. I mean, every single word of it. Okay, you're supposed to forgive. Forgive what? I be goddamn. I hope you burn up in a fiery grave. All that shit that you throw on me, back at you, okay? Back at you times 5,003. That's why I heard that. That's the last number my parents told me. I don't know where that number 5,003 came out of. Y'all go ahead and look that up. But it returns back to, you talk about return to sender 5,003 times. Golly, gee, my parents, I ain't playing with these people. But no, but that was the day. But a real man, Mitch Faulkner, I said the master bowed to the student. Like, you did that shit. I told you, I could hear it. I could hear it. And that's just giving you a little bit of example of how I learned as far as how to do production, or just a sample of my character. Like when I see something, when I got a bee in my bonnet, that I see something can be fixed, there's something about me that, I won't quit with it. If it's worth it to me. Now, if I start on a project and I drop it, then, shit, it was meant to be. Quickie tips. And spots where you have an audio bite or music bite to feature, like a record company spot, concert, comedian spot, stage play spot, watch your volume levels. For example, if it's a concert spot and the voice over it says, live tomorrow night, it's Chris Cross, The music mic should be at least 2 decibels higher than your voice. And when you come back to speak again, the music volume should go up, should go down 2 decibels to match your voice. You know what? I need to go back on this. This technique gives more impact to what I am teaching you guys, stuff that you don't want to know. Hey, you go ahead and listen. Go ahead and, go ahead and go to your other people that you watch. What is that we said back in the day? See that? I told you we started doing this in 94. If you didn't receive this copy of The Edge mailed directly to your home, call 1-800-416-EDGE now. U.S., Canada, Virgin Islands, all international calls, 404, which is actually the number. And air personalities, program directors, music directors, general managers, weekenders, part-timers, broadcast persons all across America and abroad are subscribing to the most informative publication to ever hit urban radio, The Edge. If you call now, you will receive the next 12 monthly issues mailed directly to your home at absolutely no cost to you. $59.95 saving, $59.95 saving. But you must act now. This introductory offer will end soon. You can't grow if you don't know. Get The Edge. Knowledge drops. Me and Levance, we're doing knowledge drops too. Knowledge drops. 3D Radio Incorporated presents knowledge drops. Levance out of Greenville, South Carolina, where I actually first ran into Dr. Khalid Muhammad, actually in Greenville, South Carolina. And ironically, not Atlanta. No. Did I meet Dr. Khalid in Atlanta? I met a lot of people in Atlanta. But I actually think I met Dr. Khalid in I've met him several times, and that's when he took on me and my husband as his godchildren. I've seen like some of you new Muslims, Dr. Woo child, I know that. I remember when Minister Farrakhan turned on him, and I couldn't believe it. I don't think Dr. Khalid Muhammad could believe that either. Especially that part where Minister Farrakhan said the stuff that he said he never said, that Dr. Khalid had repeated, but he said, I don't know what that man is saying. I've never said that. And I remember my husband and I, and see, that's why I didn't get my ex. So for some of you, that were like in Atlanta, wonder why Sister Val or Sister Imani didn't come back. Remember that time that, Minister Farrakhan came to Atlanta, and I don't know what that shit was, but it was like, because if you've ever been to the Nation of Islam, you know how like they separate the women and the men, blah blah blah. I mean, I get that, I really do. But I've been saying for weeks and for weeks and for weeks that I'm gonna get my ex when he comes down. I'm gonna get my ex, whatever. But it was just some stuff that was going on, and it's just that's why I said all religious groups are like, it's just a no for me, because you get into that same energy. But I remember that particular time that he came down and he was just tripping. And he just was tripping. It was just tripping. And I used to call it, when you start seeing people get that glossy eye, like their minds are already gone. He's just revved up into it. To me, it was just a whole bunch of lies. So I guess I just wasn't on the shit that they were on. And so I'm listening to him intently at what he's saying. Just, I told him nitpicky, call it whatever you be. But I'm like, you know what? You like the Christian preachers now. You revving this shit up. You revving up people's energy. But I know that some of that shit you saying is a lie. Now, I'm not supposed to do. And like I said, don't get your sons on me. Your son beat his wife. See, you got that. You got people who feel like they can beat their wife in the name of God or the name of Allah. Bitch, don't play me. Don't you ever play me like that, because I was sorted out by the guns law. Threat me again, bitch. It's King's Week. Let's see how it rolls. I love to see what type of show you can show. I remember how my husband used to say, when she gets like that, leave her alone, bro. Don't ever let her say, bet me, because she's already stacked the deck, yo. Feel froggy. I dare you. Anyway, knowledge drops. So anyway, I talked about that Black radio where you failed. Knowledge drops in the Edge magazine. So see, me and while I was doing my thing with that, and I had my own thing that I was doing this thing with Lavanza, because we were doing this thing called knowledge drops. And 3D Radio Network Incorporated presents Knowledge Drops. Now's the time for the truth to be revealed. Knowledge Drops are short history vignettes designed to educate and inform your listeners. Upgrade your station's image. Increase your ratings. Knowledge is power. The show is great. See, this is Wayne Walker at the original jams. The show is great. Knowledge Drops expose your listeners to little known facts while providing them with the sources. Wayne Walker, Program Director, WLWC, Greenville, South Carolina. Knowledge Drops have enhanced our station's image more than any historical vignette. We began airing Knowledge Drops once a day. We eventually aired each drop 4 times a week. The listeners were hungry for the information. Curtis Downey, Vice President, WLWC, Greenville, South Carolina. Radio affiliates include WEDR, WOWL, WWWZ, KDKO, KMJJ, and more. Proof. So y'all bitches don't mean nothing to me because I got the proof. It's in honor of Mitch's birthday and the legacy. The legacy is showing proof and receipts today. So fuck the haters and the trolls. You ain't got shit to say. I don't hear you. I don't even notice you. You are absolutely shit to me, bitch. I'm walking receipts. I'm bringing the coffee, the tea, and the lemonade and the water too. So fuck you. I'm being reminded just who I am and what I can do. Thank you. Mother Nature has reminded me. God has reminded me. Goddess has reminded me. My big brother has reminded me. And I found this one too. Foxy 99 celebrates their first birthday, June 22nd, 1987. So, I was in Atlanta, 994 when Edge came out with Mitch Faulkner, but with Money and Prizes for You. So this is when I was married to my first husband, right? There's only one Foxy 99. We just took D103 out in one book. So if you got the D103 radio network, like all those haters want to come to me, like, you know what? Let's be real. I'm not even going to get into that. Like the story between how I got the Foxy 99 and they did. Dean Lansman, if you're still out there, reminding you everybody was supposed to be family, but nobody was family, okay? I was the one that stuck to the end, and then Janet Patterson, who jumped ship, right? Because you got to do what you got to do. I get that. I get that now. I get that. So don't always pledge loyalty to people who aren't loyal to you. That's the one thing that I learned, and I continue to learn too. Do not ever pledge loyalty to people who have proven that they're not loyal to you. How do you know that person's loyal to you? How do you know that person's loyal to you? And I mean, you know what? If you haven't felt the loyalty, they're not loyal to you. They're lying. They can say anything and everything, and they always do. People will talk that talk, but they don't walk that walk. So do not ever pledge your loyalty to people who have not shown you in reality that they're loyal to you. What is loyalty to you? You're going to be loyal to a fool? I'd be goddamn if that's what I'm going to do. Bitch, I'll kill you. just for GP. Write a poem and call it my therapy. But anyway, though, there's only one Foxy 99. I mean, everybody was going to Foxy 99, and the white Tom Jones only wanted me. Janet finally convinced me to go. Just have dinner with him. Just hear him out. Just hear him out. Hear him out. Fine. So I hear him out. And I'm telling him I'm trying to be loyal to I know what you're trying to do and all this and all that, but I'm trying to be loyal to say, okay, is that what you're doing? So he proceeds to open up his briefcase and he shows me from Gilbert Bays to Bob K, to every single person who worked at D103 had already sent an air check and a resume. Everybody but me. You being loyal to the dead cause. They're all trying to get over here, and I don't want none of them. I want you. Now, he had been courting me about this station for a minute, but that was like the coup de grace after we had eaten and everything. We were talking business and eating too. But I mean, as a good, I will give him credit. That was a good dessert, because it was like, okay, since I see where your head is at. And plus, as we were going through this and we're talking, we're talking stuff, we're talking business too and stuff like that. So he's getting a feel for who I am. So that was helpful to him too, because then he could realize if he really wanted me or not from the conversation. And see, I always make a conversation with people who really make real money. Fake ass motherfuckers, y'all get nervous all the time. But people got real money. Oh, they know. So go ahead. Go ahead, troll, bitch. You're not my kind. You'll never be a master over me. You already dying. You can't even buy a vow. More or less a career. But anyway, though, that too, so all these pedophiles that were at D103, trying to get through, and by the end of the day, though, he found out more and more about me, because those who know, I talk. I'm a talk. I'm natural in my energy. I don't fear any man or any woman. I'm gonna always be me, truthful and honest. And just me. So after we do this, and he realizes, yep, that's who I want. I chose wisely. That's who I want. And so that's when he proceeds to drop the receipts and the dessert. You're being loyal to a crew that's not loyal to you. You want to know what your people are doing? These are your people who you say you're being loyal to. And he opened up this briefcase and showed all their resumes and all their air checks. I had yet to send one resume or air check. I had not even sent a resume or air check to the white Tom Joyner. It's two Tom Joyners. I'm not talking about the black Tom Joyner. I'm talking about the white Tom Joyner. And I went, well, I'll be damned. These bitches. It's like, you ready to come aboard a winner? Yes, sir, I am. That was all I needed to see. That was enough proof for me. I'm like, these sons of bitches. So let the truth be told. When Foxy 99 first come on, and D103 was the #1 station, reminding you, we took Foxy 99. There was no numbers, no nothing. There wasn't even a billboard up yet. This was just an idea. And we made that idea solid. And it's still solid now. The big stick, Foxy 99. They talk about all this and how they're #1, but they're not the pioneers of it. They were not the beginnings of it. They're not the moms and pops of that station. So they say they don't know my energy. They don't know my history. They don't know my legacy. Then fuck all of you then. Like I said, it's real easy to give a fully operated Tesla to a monkey and say, just drive, bitch. All you got to do is drive. Put a little gas in it from time to time. But we done already built the machine. We done already built the blueprint several times over. And you really want to troll me? You're a fucking idiot. Emphasis on fucking an idiot. Anyway, so tune in Monday morning, June 23rd, for a new approach to Fayetteville Radio. From Raleigh to Wilmington, you'll hear what Foxy 99 was, is, and will be all about. Foxy 99 FM is WCFX. So actually, we were like for a year. So is that what we did? I guess for about a year. Not a year, I think it was more like 6 months. We were doing billboards and stuff. We were still we were letting them know it's coming. We were letting them know we were coming. So we'd already solidified and got our folks and stuff like that. We were letting them know it's coming. And then we finally debuted. So this was our first birthday. Celebrates their first on the air, unless we did it in 86. I don't remember. But anyway, Foxy 99 celebrates June 22nd, 1987, 7:30 p.m. birthday with money and prizes for you at the Cumberland County Arena, our first birthday. But, and I told you about that. The professionals of Foxy 99 working to bring you quality radio station. Tony Light, Tim Green, Rob Benson, Valerie Blackwell, Greg James, Daryl Morrow, John Scott, Janet Patterson, salespeople, June Houston, Renee Stokes, Maria Jones, James Drummond, Sonny Pigon, Jacqueline Hare, the receptionist in traffic, Sandra Anderson, Robin Gray, Steve Daniel, the engineer, Gwen Williams, Alexander Graham, who played the Fox, Alex with a nut, Larry Williams, Mike Slinsky, and Mr. A. Tom Joyner, owner, the staff that makes Foxy 99 WCFX, Carolina's dominant radio station. So you think I'm going to let somebody that decided that they're going to steal a car and call it their own? We made it great. It was great before you even got into the seat, bitch. All you had to do was keep it that way. Just keep putting gas in it. And keep it running. You didn't make nothing. You maintaining it. There's a difference between making and maintaining. I guess y'all forgot that. Remember when Ichiban was the thing? The Ichiban will be family, which is Foxy 99 happy first birthday. Thanks for your support. Janice Bullock, who's out of Fayetteville. Do you really love me? From the forthcoming album, Don't Start a Fire. Slave, the new album, Make Believe, Ichiban, featuring the hit Juicy O. Was that Slave? Did Slave did a song called Juicy O? I don't know. We had Kawasaki of Lumberton. We had Voodoo of Schwartz Brothers. Says congratulations for being #1 on your first birthday. Fred Waring Associates. Memories, reminiscing. It's good to reminisce over the stuff you have because it reminds you of your receipts. Thank you, Mitch Faulkner. Thank you to my real family, Harvey's, Carolina Pines. It's like, all this stuff that people do, they really try to tax your mind and want you to forget about the shit you did. But I can never forget about the shit that I did because my shit was great. H&M Sound and Lights. Williams Printing Company. Your special Foxy stamp lottery ticket can win you 100, blah, blah, blah. Thanks to all the record companies that you guys are the greatest, blah, 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 blah. Speaking of which, so that's reminiscing today about a little bit about me. But thanks to Mitch Faulkner for the Lexi's going to continue. And I will probably do it on a blog. I might do it. I might do a newsletter. We'll see. I'm going to take a little time off and we're going to get this all together. And I'm going to make some money because, we did the building blocks. Why shouldn't I make money when people are making money off of me? I was raised by an entrepreneur. I was raised by literally the greatest man I will ever know in my entire life. There's nobody that's greater than my father. There's no one. There will never be anyone greater than my father. So I don't care who comes up to me. I will always say the same thing. Are you my daddy? Then bitch, you can't tell me shit. I listen to my daddy. Still, I listen to my daddy. My daddy still talks to me. My mom still talks to me. My husband actually still talks to me. Spirit never dies, apparently. I don't know about some of you. I can't talk about some of you. I am not you. In the same way that you can't talk about me like you think you can. You're not me. You know it's true. The only reason why you talk about me more than you because you're boring. Just being $100 and you mad because I say that. But I'm like, you're the one stalking me. I'm not stalking you. I'm not going on people's websites. You trying to troll people off of YouTube and shit like that because, you trying to make everybody go so you can, y'all some dumb hoes. Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. Stupidest bunch of bitches I've ever seen in my life. Y'all are stupid. So I have one speaker that doesn't work, but I know what I need to do. I'm still laughing about the fact that you were literally going to try to, you literally were going to try to discover electricity again. Reminding how you got yourself shocked when you tried to stick that fork in the light socket, right? Okay, again, the Saturn return. And this computer, I need to let this computer go. I have another computer right there. So I'm going to really take the rest of this week and do some things and clean up some things and come in for a fresh new month. You know what I mean? Because I've got a lot of things to look forward to. And life is changing for everybody. For everybody. It's definitely changed for me and it's changed for you too. But some people can't change. And that's sad that you will remain on the other loop. But you trying to get under my grandma protection. I mean, that's not what you're going to do. My mom and my dad have already made it clear. Bitch, you don't have no place here. You don't have no place in my life. You don't have no place, not even no more in my strife. I already had to strive, learn what I need to learn, and I'm not doing none of that. That is not my life. As far as the industry, y'all can keep that shit. I've never been an industry kid. Let's talk about Mitch Faulkner one more time, okay? This is the one time that I will say, and well, you know what? I'm hesitating for talking about this because I don't want this to take nothing away from him. This is and will always be the greatest, best big brother ever. And he taught me so much. about the industry. He really looked out for me. He really looked out for me. He really looked out for me. And I try to look out for him too. But one thing I will say, you can't get in between family ties. Like his brother was fucked up. I remember how the jealousy came through when Mitch was having car problems on Festus rolling around with his like nice little Mercedes and shit like that, but he's hiding from the repo man, right? I'm telling you, it's nothing like at on my magazine. Like we were making this shit work, and you don't know, we were going through some things. It's funny when you go to the bank. Those of you who know what I'm talking about, when you go to the bank and they look at you and laugh like, Val, you already know this check is not gonna cash, right? Just humor me. Can you see if there's anything in the account? I rest it started having like 2 accounts. The account that, and sometime I think he forgot. So I think he meant to like, give us the checks that wouldn't cash, but somehow or another, I don't know what happened. Maybe God stepped in and he gave it on the right account. And so we were always running, we were waiting for our checks and we were running to the bank because we realized there was only a certain amount of money in the bank. But so if you got your check early, you better I don't give a damn. You need to go to the bank right then. And that's when even the cash checkers stopped taking our checks, because we started going to the cash checkers. Cash checkers do, and then they realized, wait, this is some shit. You have no idea. You have no idea the shit that we went through. That is not good when you've been working and working and working and your check doesn't cash. I really wanted to beat his ass, but because he was Mitch's brother, I was wanting to beat his ass. Me and Mitch we got into an argument. We got into an argument that only a brother and sister could have and still end up speaking to each other. We cussed each other out. Well, we really didn't cuss each other out, but we laid it all on the table. This was the type of situation where this was the argument that we should have never talked to each other again. But you know what? That was my big brother. There was real love there. And so when there's real love, that love never ends. You may have the disagreement upon disagreements. And I know there's some people who think, well, that's the type of disagreement we have to. Nah, bitch. You are not and never will be the same. See, that's your problem. You want to get up into my big 5. You want to think you my big 2. Fuck you, ho. You're not even my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You come after the 6 or 7, 8, 9. In fact, you don't even come. You're like 5,003. You way down in the toe mole, bitch. You can't see me, and you won't be around me either. My parents and my tribe has made it sure they've been in training. They're training on Fort Bragg. I mean, because we really are at a war, but it's exceptional training. It's like exceptional training. It's like it's either thunder or thunder, whatever you like. But but man, I remember how Mitch would have to walk. He would have to walk or take the bus. And it would be raining and stuff too, so he would have to take, MARTA and stuff. And he would walk from the MARTA station, if you knew where Mike was, to walk from the MARTA station to where, it's like, so I wasn't supposed to like come into work like about 10 o'clock. And Mitch, because I think maybe during that time too, he was doing the morning show at WALR or something like that. So he was already up. Well, I kind of had my own times. I usually got some there between 10 and 12. But I started to get there early because, to keep him from walking from the MARTA station to Mike. When his brother was right there with his car, his brother could have picked him up, but he didn't, right? What were you doing? You can't say you had too much business to attend to, because that was a lie. So it didn't bother you that your brother had to walk from the MARTA station to Mike. I didn't get that. But he loved his brother. But I saw how energies can change. And I think, he really just got tired of having everybody holler Mitch's name. And like, I'm the money behind the magazine, but Mitch is the heart. He's the legend. He's the one that, we're on his team. It's no offense to you, but why are you competing? Why can't you just take the money and go with it? But he wanted that type of love too. That's sad when families compete. That's sad when you can love one part of the family and they don't love you back the same way. So there was a variety of reasons why I didn't go to Mitch's funeral, okay? Because you know me, I'm like a bucket with a hole in it. I long realized, even after I was going to the open mics and stuff like that, and I thought I was talking with my inside voice and having some people say, oh, do the same goddamn poem. I'm so tired of all these whips and chains. And I started going, I'm thinking in my inside, but I'm so tired of this boring ass poem. And I hear everybody like, I see everybody looking at me like, did she say that? I'm like, oh, did I say that out loud? And I realized that I had, mouthitis. Shit just comes out my mouth automatically. The truth is going to flow, whether you like it or not. If you handle the truth, don't be around me. So, and that came to funerals too. And I know a lot of people who, Mitch shouldn't have been struggling with making money. You got white boys who made 10 times as much money as he did. But because he was a black man, that's why I said, I know goddamn well some motherfucking racist ass crackers, bitch. Your time is short. And I'm here for it. You racist ass, salty ass, cracker ass, monkey ass, demonic ass, devil ass. You better be glad. You better be glad that I got lethality in my veins and legality too. Because if I didn't have God and Goddess in my life, I honestly would kill all of you. I would kill every single goddamn racist cracker and every pedophile I could find. By the way, did you know Hitler was a drug addict? This pure white man, the pure Aryan race. Shout out to the people, shout out to the white people who tell on yourselves, okay? I rock with you. Truth always rocks with truth. Truth ain't about color. Truth is about truth. Did you know that Hitler was a fucked up, full-fledged junkie? That bitch was your pure white man was a junkie. He was out of his motherfucking mind when he was doing that. He was drugged out of his mind. Oh my God, he was on so much shit. Your pure Aryan white soldiers, your crazy motherfuckers that, he sent some of his own. You talk about the shit that he did to the Jews. He did his own too. That is not a lie. But you the supreme race. Get the fuck out of here. Bitch, I told you. I know about your history, then you know about you. You came to the wrong one or the right one when you came to me, bitch. Do you see through my eyes? I might be that witch. Go ahead, talk about witches. Talk about war. Talk about whatever you want. Go ahead. You do it anyway. Go ahead. There's a reason why I watch so closely by the FBI this year. Thought this is my dog. That's all I'm gonna say. Woof. Woo! We have family ties. Yeah. But but that was a full-fledged junkie. And he did the same thing he did to Jews, he did to everybody. He started near the end of his time, he did to his own soldiers. He sent a lot of his own to their death. Crazy motherfucker. Full-fledged junkie. See, I told you, those drugs aren't good for your health, which goes into now capitalism and farming, all of that. Child, it's the same energy. It's the same energy as that. But hey, so I'm pretty sure it is Big Pharma and some crack ass racists trying to or mad, or it might be some Arabs. It might be, it's all color. It's just a matter of racists of all kind, hardcore, blatant racists who lie about all the things they do, and they really want to operate on fear, and they want to monopolize, and they want to normalize rape. And I will never allow you. I'm never going to be monetized on YouTube because I'm never going to normalize the word rape. You're not going to hear me say grape. You're going to hear me say rape, because rape is fucked up, and a pedophile is a fucked up motherfucker. And I'm just telling you, if my dad and my mom would just not stay my hands one time, can you okay, can I okay, okay. Continue to be like Moses, but not like Moses, okay? We know what you want to do, but that's not what you're going to do, okay? That's not what we have for you, okay? Hurry. You have stuff to do. You have other stuff to do. Anyway, a full-fledged, see how crazy full-fledged junkies are. So I take that shit seriously. So if I'm looking at full-fledged junkie, I know I'm looking at a demon. I know I'm looking at the devil. I know I'm looking at somebody that's out their mind. I don't trust you worth a dime. I'm looking at you and everything you do and waiting for you to make a move. You never know what I'm packing, bitch. So if you think you're going to play on my top and play on my head and try to mind fuck me, now I'm mind fucking you. I done peeped your game, and I done peeped your style, and I done peeped everything you do. If we want to get in a motherfucking psychological warfare game, I'm getting a little bit of a headache because I told you when I go deep in this shit, I go deep in this shit. You know I told you I'm like a bucket with a hole in it. I'm like, when I get focused on something, down to a hairline fracture, I get that to the T. This bitch is gonna regret every single motherfucking second that he came to me. You and all your little dogs too. We're talking big boy, big dog energy now, bitch. Thoth is my dog. So who the fuck are you? I have a variety of ways. I'm a study class, some say. Master class to some. Anyway, I got stuff to do. Wow. It's going on 12 o'clock. I really got stuff to do. I'm so glad we had, my bones just popped. I'm so glad we had this time together. I know. It's like she just keeps looking younger. They're mad at that too. They got all the plastic surgery and stuff now. How old is she? Okay. 70 years old. Still got my long hair. Still got my edges and stuff like that too. You don't see a bunch of wrinkles on my face. No plastic surgery on me. And they mad at me. You got the plastic surgery to look like you. To look like you. So why you mad? I get why you're mad. Because I look like this natural. Why can't I can't look like that? Why can't I can't be like that? Because you don't even have that inside of you. We are not the same. So you hate me because you're lame? You hate me because you're lame. That's self-hate. That's a self-hate problem. You hate me because you're lame. Oh, you glitched. So it's that a confirmation? You hate me because you're lame. That's a personal problem. Ain't nobody trying to be like you and you mad at that and that's my fault too. No, that's your fault. But anyway, salute to a real legend. And all the real legends that I've had in my life. Legendary people make legendary people. Legends know legends, that's what they say. The Edge magazine back around 94. Here we are, Foxy 99 with the knowledge drops back in 1987. So now it's 2026 and I'm taking all this energy and I'm evolving it into something for me. I'm collabing with nobody. Just me and my ghosts and my energy. Because as a person who came to our first Super Jam party out at Fayetteville State, and I still, oh God, and even then, that's where, oh God, the 4th of July oh my God, that's when we had we had a lot of people there. And I mean, people went crazy. Vietnam was Vietnam on that day, but with all due respect. And at the time, it was the hottest day of the year. I mean, you know, this is a station that taking everybody to storm. So reminding you, this was June 22nd. We celebrate our birthday, June 22nd, 1987. And so we had our Super Jam party at Fayetteville State. I forgot what we called it. I'm calling it Super Jam. By the way, my Super Jam, the ValJones Soul School Cafe. Where's my cards? I don't know. What'd you do with your card? Well, you know, Soul School Cafe. Fuck it, you know what it looks like. Soul School Cafe. MIXCLOUD and PODOMATIC. Okay, on MIXCLOUD and PODOMATIC. Ninjas in space. It took a month to do it. So it's funny. From June to July. So it took a 30, which is what I'm doing right now. So it took us, so I'm right in line. Oh my God, I am right in the line. Should I pull some cards? Why? What for? Like, what do we need cards for? What do we need cards for? Which, since you all into this cards thing, like I've been doing this before, some of you all even got online doing this shit. Like you got to think about this Oracle thing. Who made you decide to do Oracle things and tarot and all this and all that? You got 50,000. Who's selling all these tarot cards, and then you make your own tarot cards. So you make your own tarot cards. I get that somebody's making money. I get back to the Paul Wall and the whole grill thing. Here, Paul Wall getting ready to be a dentist. So the white boy starts talking about grills and showing grills. Next thing you know, the dentists are making money, but these grills are messing your teeth up. Black people, you mess up on that. Oh, that's what I didn't do. Okay. Stay tuned. To future me. Past me and future me coming to you. Stay tuned by ValJones Baker. Because after my divorce from my husband, I dropped the Blackwell thing, and then this is when my second husband. But I think when I was at Mike and Mitch and my husband were getting ready to get into it because Mitch did not like Baker. He did not like him. He was very protective over me, and I told you during this time I had all of my people figuring him out. I had my bestie in Atlanta, and I had a person that worked in social services in Fayetteville. See, these are my friends. These are my friends. These are people who actually valued me. So, and they were like, they saw. I mean, your real friends will know. Your real friends will look out for you. So here you got the sheriff doing some research, and then you got the social services person doing some research. Like, do you know he's married? You mean married? Now Baker told me he was getting divorced, but he wasn't getting divorced yet. That's a whole other story, right? And see, that's one thing I know. I don't deal with married people. I don't. I will not. Bitch, I do not want your man. And bitch, I definitely don't want your bitch. I'm not bi, I'm not gay. And I'm not even going to try to switch just for the industry, because the industry wants you to do bi or gay or be polyam. Fuck you. Fuck you and the ground that every single one of you bitches walk on. I don't give a fuck if you're a man or woman. You come to me with that shit, I'm a beat your ass, bitch. Don't let this 5'3" person, like, don't let the look put you off. I'll sort your whole ass out. You don't know me. You don't know me. Your boss that sent you to me won't even come to me. What does that say about you? Little simpleton, stand, bitch. I'll fucking body you. I have eons and eons and eons and eons and eons and eons. This spirit is old. The Luciferian Satan spirit is old. I know something that's older. God says, try me, bitch. Or I'm not saying I'm God. I'm just a daughter. Anyway. Bitch is gonna learn this week. It's King Week. And Queen Week too, I guess. It's King Week and I get the gifts. I always do. Oh, they're mad. Yeah. So anyway, I don't even know what I was talking about, okay? I got rerouted. But yeah. Some things, truth is ongoing and everlasting. Basic math, like Saturn, certain things are fixed. There needs to be a new awakening, and it still goes. This still goes to this. This still goes to this. There needs to be a new awakening. Oh yeah, I didn't finish this. So with the cake. So when my husband baked, because he was an excellent chef. So he started figuring out, I guess in this Libra mind, he started figuring out, okay, I'm gonna have to do something. Because Mitch was like, fuck it, you ain't never going back to North Carolina. You gonna stay here in Atlanta. We gonna do this magazine. We gonna get rich. Fuck that. Fuck those people. Fuck all of them. Fuck all of them. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch too. And Baker said, no, you gotta come back. You gotta come back. I'm sorry. I got something to tell you. See, he was already going to tell me, supposedly, that he was in the process of filing for divorce. But process of filing for divorce and filing for divorce are two goddamn different things. So fuck that shit about what you said you were going to do. Either you're going to do it or you don't. You know what I mean? Either you're going to do it or you don't. So all this, like, you're all waiting for that man to leave his wife or that woman to leave her husband, and they ain't gonna never leave because they got you on lock like that. And did a bitch think that you would have me on the block waiting for you? Bitch, I'll sort you and your whole goddamn family out, and your bald-headed wife too, or your bald-headed brother. Y'all go ahead and do the bald heads together. Go ahead and be the calm people, whatever it be. Go ahead and keep fucking your children, but what you won't do is fuck me, bitch. I will. So okay. Woo, child. Bring it back, shawty. Bring it back. Happy vibes today. Happy week. King week. You got a legacy. You got a legacy to uphold. We got to change that energy a little bit. We got to change that language. That's why, I'm working on it. Because I can go around people. I can go around rooms that you can't go. There's nothing like bringing a sluggish project hoe around you. Like, I want to go with you. I want to be with you. Bitch, I have been around super rich people. I've been around millionaires and billionaires too. Some that you would never know because they seem average just like me and you. But they're not average. But the one thing about it, they peep game. They always do. I learn from the best because I am the best. But that's why I know I can't bring no bitches like that around people with wealth because I got this idea. Okay, then you embarrassing me. I'm like, shit, no. I tried that once or twice. And I'm like, never again, yo. Never again. The last National Black Theater Arts Festival, that taught me about that. Like, nah. If I go somewhere, I'm going to go with that meeting by myself. I'm not bringing nobody. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. That's why you see me alone by myself. But I'm not alone. All I need to be reminded is look for those flashing lights or hear the crows. I just heard a crow outside. But anyway, stay tuned. I had no idea I was going to do this today. Yo, like I got stuff to do. But we're celebrating Mitch Faulkner's birthday, and that was my big brother in my life. My first really true big brother, Mitch Faulkner, because he was a big brother to me, even though I was 1 year older than him. He died in 2022. Just died. Notice a lot of people just died after 2019. Just died. Or not. I'm still thinking about Gia, by the way. That still bothers me. The young girl from Godzilla vs. Kong. Anyway, I wrote this when my husband was still here. Stay tuned. There needs to be a new awakening in Black radio, one filled with pride, responsibility, and knowledge. You all took pride the wrong way. Miss me with that. Make the real rainbow the real rainbow again. Okay. Make the real rainbow the rainbow again. Okay. Can we make the real rainbow great? Pride is that positive self-awareness of who we are. For instance, you may notice I use the term black instead of urban. That's because no matter who likes, sings, dances to, or buys it, the sound, attitude, music base is still black. Don't be afraid of the word. Love it. Embrace it. Everybody else does. True that. Responsibility should remind us to do the right thing, even when that decision may seem unpopular. Take the case of some black radio conscious-minded stations who take a stand against overly degrading rap lyrics. Some may think this is radio suicide, but in the great scheme of things, are greed and apathy clouding the fact that every single day we push destruction and a total lack of human respect at least twice as much as we push consciousness and just having a good time? It's not a right or wrong issue. It's about balance. Like, there's no positive lyrics out there with fat raps and slamming beats, right? That can make money. Think about it while there's still time. Knowledge. Knowledge is a great equalizer. With knowledge comes the confidence and recognition that nobody can do what we can do better than us when, heavy emphasis on when, we know what we are doing. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. But make sure that the person you ask is someone who really knows and not someone who, in reality, is following you while trying to convince you to follow them. In other words, why follow when you can lead? And we are leaders, innovators, originators in everything we do, including music. And you mad? Because I'm supposed to let you co-sign on me like you're the motherfucking blueprint? So you want to put me in a gang war and say, well, if you don't join my crew, you're going to do what, bitch? You're going to do what? Why are you? I already ate breakfast. Are you hungry again? Mommy, you using energy. Okay. Come on, Black Radio. Get out of the shadows of those who ride your coattails or ride your dick. It's time once again to claim our own. Awaken to a new era in radio, one filled with pride, responsibility, knowledge. And stay tuned. But I realized that, y'all want the money. So you have brought Black Radio and the Black Radio artists to their doom. I realized that at the end of the day, all I can do is be the messenger, okay? Drop the message and let it go and take care of myself. Because as much as I tried to save these people, at the end of the day, I need to take that energy back to save myself, because the people you try to save, then we are going back to the biblical days. Don't try to plead the blood of Jesus over me, because there was no J back in the day. Again, until you can read your Bible in Aramaic, shut the fuck up, bitch. You ain't got shit on me. I don't believe in your Jesus, and I don't believe in you. It's Yeshua, if we want to talk about that, or even more, Emmanuel. And I told you one time before, I'm a motherfucking L, ho, not a bay. I'm in the halls, the Moorish halls, as an L. Imani, Imuna, faith. It's all the same thing. You really want to come on me? You really want to play against me? Or I wouldn't be a part of your team. I'm sorry for what you goddamn right. You're sorry for what you did, you trifling ass bitch. Never will I forgive you for that shit. Never. My parents already done wrote you off. They just only wanted me to see it. They let me go enough to see what I need to see. And now that I've seen it, I'm sorting you all out. Mentally, environmentally, spiritually, whatever it be. You keep pleading these storms and tornadoes over me. They're coming over you. 5,003. Remember that number. But anyway, I did what I have to say. But there's still some stuff I'm going to do, because there might be a few people, and I mean a very, very few, who still crave knowledge and reality and crave the truth. And if that's what you do and you're really serious about it, I'm on my purpose. I'm on my purpose and my mission and my destiny too, because my mission has always been my mission. Faith is more than a lifestyle. It's just who I am through and through. Truth, love, and faith. That's my Trinity. I don't know what your Trinity is, but don't talk about your father like your father's not my father, and your mother's clearly not my mother, and your big brother, I'm your big brother, you wish, in what life? The dragonflies are popping outside the house. So that time at Foxy 99 on the 4th of July, when everything went crazy, my first husband was there, Valerie Blackwell, and they turned over the cop cars and stuff like that, because okay, you have plugs, the 220 plugs and the whatever. I don't know. I don't get into the schematic of things, so I just know what it is, and you can't plug this into that or it blows out, and they did. So it was like regular plugs, but for the equipment and stuff like that, you needed a higher plugs. So people were plugging all this juice into like regular electrical outlets. That shit blew real quick. So it's the hottest day in Fayetteville, out on Fayetteville State. And I think we may have had like about 3 artists to play. Ironic, the number. We had about 3 artists to play, and by the third one, the shit just went out. No sound. It's 4th of July, and it's on a Saturday too. So you're trying to find an engineer that wasn't going to charge you an arm and a leg, a house, your firstborn, and the rest of your inheritance too. And it took hours to find that. Hours. And people are in the hot sun, and people are already drinking. This is Fayetteville, so people are already drinking, even though it's at Fayetteville State. People are going to find ways to bring the alcohol, bring the weed, or whatever it be. And down on a hot field, and if there was really no, we had vendors, but I don't think you really had like what you call like umbrellas or stuff like that over, because we're outside. I mean, people thinking about partying, you think about hard, and you're gonna do whatever you're gonna do, but there's no music, there's no party. It's just hot, and people getting drunk, and people getting angry too. Welcome to hell. It got real ugly. And once again, send her out. She can calm down the savages. I know these people. I'm like, mm-mm. But as a trooper, I did what I had to do for a moment. And then my husband, that time, but I do listen to my husband when they make sense. My first husband was like, listen, we we need to go. Because he was out in the crowd. And he was already, neither one of my husbands actually. One didn't like me in radio because I think he wanted me to be a housewife, and I never was going to be that. And the other one didn't like me in radio because he saw it was just like, this is you too much of an angel for this bullshit. Mine just slipped on something that my second husband, my Baker, had said. And because I told you he and Mitch at first didn't like each other, but then they were cool. But I remember at one point I talked about something at when I was at one night I was working on some production, and Mitch came in from an interesting party or something like that. And he had a little bit of dust on his nose. And that, even now, that bothers me. That never sat right with me. And I just tried to justify it, because I didn't know, what it was. Because I just knew. I didn't think at the time. I didn't. My mind would not even remotely allow me to think what some of you may think or not think or whatever. But my husband finally, broke it down, because we were just talking about stuff, and I brought up that story, and Bake's looking at me like, you still don't see, or do you not see, or do you just don't want to see? And I'm like, because my justification was maybe he was eating donuts or something. I don't know. Hell, I don't know. And he was like, baby, nobody eats donuts with their nose. And that was part of the thing when my husband was trying to get me to say, the industry is not your friend. You're great at this, but the industry, that's your big brother. And that's not even him. But for that night, that was, whatever that was. I never asked. We never talked about it because I didn't want to know. I don't mess with the white stuff, yo. And if I even remotely think that you do, I'm out. I don't even play that. I have never seen a drug addict that's hooked on that shit come back. Reminding you, I realize that some of these racist ass motherfuckers, and I'm gonna say what my daddy would say, these fucked up racist crackers. You wanna crack the whip? Bitch, I'ma crack that whip on your bones till I see you all pass away. The fact that you think you can call up God or the devil on me, I'ma show you who the fuck God is, bitch. You came to the right one, baby, when you came for me. I'm gonna make all you hoes see what fear is and what fear means. For all the hell that you caused on people all these eons of years, now it's a turnaround, and Saturn is coming through me. Oh, I'm channeling, honey. Fear me. Or listen to me, whatever it be. Child, Saturn is speaking. These storms are speaking. Again, thanks to the digital meteorologist and Stephon Burns, too. I'm putting you on. I'm not getting paid for talking about any of these channels. I'm just saying, bitch, God is walking this week. The planets are aligning, but you don't want to believe you. That's okay. I'm just using you. Go ahead and do you. And I still think about that little girl when she's 18 who died. So I know these demons are out of control. They're desperate. That's why mom and dad said, we just want you to chill and stay in. We got some cleaning the streets to do. This is not the week. This is here we go with it's like every day is Passover to me. The Reaper's blowing through. So whoa. This fell on the floor. 2 fell on the floor. What's the 2 that fell on the floor? The turtle. The turtle. Connect to Earth Mother. Ask for her blessings always. Fertility and manifestation will follow. And the snake. Transmute all poison. Shed the skin of the past. Honor the change in progress. Indeed. And the top one. The otter. Remember, I was seeing otters out at Carver's Creek before you started getting into this otter spirit energy. I'm not selling nobody's jewelry or prayer cloths or oils. That's your shit. I'm selling comfort, comfort of the mind, body, and spirit. If you get it, you get it. I'm really not selling it. I'm pushing it. I'm making you aware. So if you like my channel, just don't steal from it. You know, share the energy, share the love and reality. $10, $20, $30, $40. Cashapp Me, ValJonesDaO. Or PayPal me at iamvaljones@gmail.com. Or don't. But I'm telling you, God's putting on a show. So all that shit that you tied to others and you waiting for that shit to come back to you, oh, it's going to come back. It's going to come back reminding you you're tithing into the lie. So how do you think that's going to work out for you? You have been told, don't give to her. Don't give her anything. Yet the same people that tell you, don't give to me, don't give me anything, are the same ones who are really trying to find themselves back in my energy. I find that a bit ironic, don't you? They're telling you to, don't touch her, don't listen to her, stay away from her. And yet they're trying their damn best to get back in my life. Fuck you, bitch. And everybody that rolls with you. Yeah, I can be a vengeful bitch. Till the day I die, I will be saying this shit. Fuck you, bitch, and your whole goddamn crew. May you all die the way you live. And I meant that too. In every way. Why are we doing this? Yeah, get out the way. So, Otter, laugh at the antics, at your antics. Balance, work, and play. Reclaim vulnerability. That I will do. So, anyway, I'm going to do this, and I got stuff to do.
Yo, man, you ready to drop this, man?
Because he was at our first summer jam at Fayetteville State. This was a real legend. I learned from the real ones. I've been blessed to be around the real ones. I gotta change it.
Everybody, shake your body. We don't feel, we chill at a party. We prove that's sensual, three-dimensional, unquestionable, beloved, it's professional. Got a category, my own, and I'm the president. Don't be alarmed, but I'm showing up the resident. With my particular style particular, extracurricular, smoother and tricky. Throwing up lyrics like a throw up on blackjack. You're a chicken McNugget, and I'm a bacon. Doing very well, cause I took the right way. Made the under the table, erect the breaker. Get up on the floor, do the heavy shaker. Started with the power, now I end it with a bang, bang. We got our own thing.
Where you at, Lee Bailey?
Set, rings wet with sweat. In the corner, people sitting down, they had as much as they can possibly get. Feel I'm lamping, feeling like a champion. Push up on a cutie phone, digits, I'm stance, I'm the place to pack though. Stuff like an Oreo. Everybody broke for a heavy deep video. Pumping on stereo. People said, here we go. Threw it down in front and said, heavy, you're my hero. Understand this before you make a comment. There's always a meaning in a heavy deep statement. In this life, I strive for improvement. Be your own God, follow your own movement. Love is a legend. Me, I'm legendary at it. Flipping on the mic makes me a rapping acrobat. Don't try to swing cause you couldn't even hang. We got our own thing.
Bitch's birthday today. It's his birthday tomorrow. I don't give a fuck if y'all believe it or not. I know I'm hot and I'm always going to be the top of the spot. Bitch.
Original, individual, smooth criminal. Dance a lot, dance a little, sharp to the middle. Don't block anybody, let them all rock you. Don't be down with anybody, let them all be down with you. Be self-managed, self-kept, self-taught. Be your own man, don't be bothered, don't be bored. Started with a power, and I'm gonna end it with a bang, bang. We got our own thing.
No, no, that's why. I'm in the wrong thing, girl. I'm in the wrong thing. I'm in the wrong. For those of you who missed my, I'm being reminded by Spirit. Some people missed it. So I'm going to play it again for those of you who missed it. I told you this a long time ago.
I'm stuck in between heaven and hell. Both of them, my soul feels so
That
well.
was then. I'm not stuck
Funny how
now.
people see the light, but they don't understand the reason I shine so bright is because I've touched the fires of hell tonight. People say they want to be like me, yet they run from the light, purposely blinded by all the fire I've had to absorb to shine in the sky. Niggas and crackers and bitches and bastards and lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Those who would attempt to steal my soul, my air, my life, my light, and lie like they are the chosen ones. I wish you were, so you could take on all this hell I've had to endure and feel your wings constantly singed. And to make matters worse, you pretend to be my friend, all the time plotting my end, like Peter, like Judas. Damn. Well, okay. And you know what they say, that jealousy is a bitch, and God knows a bitch-ass motherfucker ain't nothing but a trick. This crown is on my head for a reason, and this life you claim you're season for, you ain't ready for what's in store. Tried and tested and tried. I can't tell you how many times I've been crucified and cried to be released from this purgatory, stuck between the raging fires of hell and the blessed righteousness of God. Father, please ascend me, for this job is too hard. And then, like a phoenix, I rise again to fight another day and see if I can survive without falling prey to my dark side. Fool, don't try me, because the next time I might not listen to God when He says vengeance is mine, and instead open up my own can of whoop-ass for your behind. Whoop that trick, whoop that trick. I told you that I'm not the bitch to fuck with. Stiletto warrior with a big stick and trust. I come equipped and legit, born of Jehovah and Shekinah fire, destined to shine and inspire. And for over 2,000 years, these whack-ass niggas have aspired to be me. But to think you can do what I do, nigga, please. Every night I ask the Creator, why me, Lord? I'm tired. Can I come home now? And He says, no, baby, not yet, because there are still some you need to show how. And as you know, it is my will that must be done. And while I'm free falling to the calling, I ask thee, why am I the one you consider worthy? And the answer's Matt, because you are the one who heard me. So I pick myself up off my knees, reverse the degrees, and with an S on my chest, God is my best. I give thanks for being blessed to withstand the test of mankind and time, praying that I can stay focused on the divine. Time to be and let be, claim my destiny, and let the shit hit the fan. And if you're wondering, can I save you? Of course I can, but I won't. Cause Daddy says that's your job. Now do it yourself.
Which one is this? I don't know. That's not the remix. Is that the remix? Which one you doing? No, I don't want to do that one. I'm over that. I'm over that. Oh, girl, you ain't got nothing else to say. Shit, just go. Oh, that's the part. That's cute.
Okay, let's do this. And here we go. A million poets, a million rhymes, a million wannabes, sounding bad a million times, telling all these lies and all this shit, thinking they are so legit. All I hear is rapping BS, and I ain't got time for it. Go get some education. PlayStation got you in a situation, ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I'm I'm talking to you square head, square peg, square box, cause you're dead. Blown away from all the lyrical bullets aimed at your head. From my poetry assassin, in my spare time I'm rapping already. I got you gasping and really, I'm barely blasting trick. You better learn quick that I'm a hip chick. And when it comes to hip hop, I'm the illest her. Cause I'm a boss, baby. You're looking lost, baby. Can't pay the cost, baby. Ain't got no sauce, baby. Your bars are sounding like they're full of Similac. So I threw your ass back, baby. Cause you ain't grown enough. Alright, I'm done. Okay, next track. People are always talking about Val Jones. Val Jones this, Val Jones that. She's just too much. She has too much mouth, too much passion, too much knowledge, too much attitude, too much. Maybe it's just that you are not enough. Well, besides, I like my attitude, yes. I've got an attitude that makes me do the things that I do. I've got an attitude with these pimps, preachers, and politicians who are always on a mission selling a pack of lies to keep their hoes, people, and victims unhealthy, unwealthy, and unwise. You insinuate your own agendas into our everyday affairs, then try to convince us how much you care about yourself, apparently. Because your agenda does nothing for me. With your hands so deep in our pockets, we can hardly walk. Is it just me, or is all you ever do is talk? While living sublime on the swine, high on the hog for some of y'all, eating cheese and drinking wine. I'm supposed to bust my body and soul for your kind, wondering if I'll ever get mine. Then I realize in your system of spiritual disaster that there must only be one master, and that must be you. But these lessons I've learned have taught me a thing or two, and I've mastered the art of detachment, because around you I realize I will never truly rise. Just players and fakers and frauds I do despise, and that's why I've got an attitude. It makes me do the things that I do. Yes, I've got an attitude with my brothers and sisters and friends oh my, who are always stirring around some shit like flies. They come buzzing in and starting some mess of what some good brother or sister left behind. Sometimes, I wonder why my people are so blind. Brothers sleeping with other brothers' wives, sisters trying to steal other sisters' lives. They say it takes a village to raise a child, but what does it take to raise a village? Love and unity, I bet. But some of you don't seem to want that as of yet. Instead of bonding together and being strong, you'd rather rape, rob, and pillage your own, taking out your frustrations and personal aggravations on me, when like Malcolm and Martin and Ida B, all I was doing was showing love. Excuse a brother or sister for giving a damn. I guess that's why I am now the way that I am. Because you have got me feeling like Dorothy and Oz, clicking my heels and trying to get home, because this is no place for me. When everywhere I turn I see flying monkeys and munchkins on crack. Thank God Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Lion got my back. Time to get this train back on the track. And drama kings and queens with their crap need not apply for this ride, because niggas and bitches and flies I do despise, and that's why I've got an attitude. I've got an attitude of heritage for my people and love for my mothers. I've got an attitude of respect for my fathers and loyalty to my brothers. I've got an attitude of admiration for my sisters and protection for my nation. I've got an attitude of pride for myself, for positively overcoming any bullshit situation. I've got an attitude of love for the truth and hatred for lies. I've got an attitude and I get stronger each day I survive. So if you find my attitude is just a little too much for you, for a minute just step in my shoes and realize that I've grown tired of folks who come to me with their lies in disguise. Yes, I've got an attitude, and I'm damn proud of it.
So the runes for today, it's a 3-day, by the way, day of expression. You know what a 3-day is for me. This is my start day. So the first rune is fear. I'm not fearing anybody. Anybody fearing me? No need to fear me unless you fear truth or fear the real God, which you say you're a God or God is too. Yeah, I'm not Bastet. You choose Bastet, that's your choice. Choices matter. Choices. But is that choice working for you in reality? See, why did I always bring up Segment? Because I can relate to that energy. Segment was about to slaughter everybody, and then God and whoever be like, here's some wine. Don't kill everybody. But I don't drink wine. Segment. Remember how Laugh said Segment doesn't drink anymore. So what you gonna do? So I guess the angels come through. Like I said, I know Thought personally. Thought is my dog. Don't let that go over your head. Some of you say God and dog's the same thing. Is it though? I don't think so. And that's why some of you end up on red or end up dead. I'm still feeling some kind of way about little Gia being killed. This whole thing that you do, and we just lost Latoya Malcolm or something like that. It's that industry shit. Like, wow, these ritual sacrifices and shit like that. Were you going to sacrifice me too? It's that. If I had nails, some of you paying money for nails. Well, I do nails, bitch. I would never let you touch my nails. In fact, if I get my nails on you, you'd be surprised how sharp my nails can be. It's that type. It's that stuff. Okay, reminding you, balancing that energy in you, because it is like it's a very interesting day. What y'all fear? I fear no man or no woman, okay? The only thing I don't fear my parents. I respect my parents. Fear is not a thing. You know what? Fear, people don't think of you much because they fear you. They submit themselves to you because they fear you, but that is not respect. I would choose to have respect over fear. Because respect is respect. You respect a person for what they do in their actions and the truth in which they walk, not just talk. Fear means if you got everybody fearing you, like you got your gang, you got your little blueprint team, you got your little gang, they fear you. Those are motherfuckers who are going to come back one day and put at least 20 knives in your bag. Hitler, the great Aryan, the great Aryan, the confused Jew who was hopped up. Oh my God! If there was a case study for how many drugs can you take and be crazy, they said like when he was about 40, 41, and 42, he actually had a youthful look, but by the time he was 45, he looked like shit. All those drugs. Y'all don't know your own history yet. You gonna come to me? You really gonna try to sort me out? Yo, cracker ass racist ass! I told you were following a confused Jew. You can't even understand the energy that's coming out your mouth. That's why you act the same way. You act like a crazy cracked out, and he was cracked on all. He was cracked out on coke and morphine. Man, see, I'm telling you, those drugs aren't no love for nobody. So I take that seriously. And that's how he had his little hopped up Nazis too. They were hopped up on that shit. The same thing he did to the Jews, that bitch did to his own people. Do you know how many Nazis got killed by the Nazi leader? Because he was testing drugs on them, trying to make super soldiers. We the super Aryan race. No, y'all the super drugged out motherfuckers, okay? He had them hopped up on all kinds of shit. Something like Big Pharma would try to do if Big Pharma was getting rich off that shit. Ooh, did I just tap into something? Bitch, mind your business. And out of my mind. Reminding you, I'm not jumping on your timeline. You jumping on mine. You better watch what you say, Jose, Day, Pepe, whatever it be. And that goes to your goddamn president and these motherfuckers who feel like they want to troll me. If I just get 1 second, and my mommy and daddy said, no, that's not what you're going to do. Not this week. You got better things to do. So I just turn that shit off and let them do what they do, because these storms are going ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead and you live with yourself, and you tell those lies to yourself. You tell all those lies and wait for them lies to be true. But when has a lie ever become the truth? I be bringing receipts all day. Everything I said and everything I do is receipt. Okay, who's fearing who? Who's fearing who? Now, the next one that comes up, okay, we already know patience. Baby, do you know what the word rest means? I do. You're on right now. Are you resting? Yeah. I don't overdo. There's no need. So see, I have to like have faith in the process too, because I mean, and that's the third room that came out is faith. So I just don't talk faith. I live faith. I am faith, which means I have to like walk the walk, not just talk the talk. Saturn requires that. Jupiter requires that. God and Goddess requires that. My spirit, my higher self requires that. It's not a matter of what these people in social media say. It don't have a damn thing to do with them. Okay, it's all on me. Oh my golly, I got it. I got it. I got it. We're gonna go. I got stuff to do. I really got stuff to do. The wind is blowing, singing the tune. Let's go outside for a minute. The funny thing about it is you can research all this shit. If I'm lying to you, then go ahead and prove it. Don't just talk about it. Don't. You can say the shit till the cows come home. But you know what? For every lie you telling me, bring me to a court of law, bitch. I'm gonna bring out the receipts. So the judges already know. Oh my goodness, it's hot out here. Ooh, ooh, it's smoky. It's smoky. It's a butterfly, dragonfly, something. It's smoky. You know what that is? I do. Wait, hold up. Bitch, I know you didn't go in my house. Let me go back outside. It's a safe space, mommy. The cat already came out earlier today, so the cat said, it's smoky. We're going to go back inside, okay? Oh, Lordy. The fires. America's burning. It's an inside day. We're going to eat again. We're going to eat. I got some chicken and some jasmine rice. I got my favorite barbecue chicken and jasmine rice and shit like that. And oh, that's right. I got some watermelons. I got some home improvement to do. I got to see. Didn't we just say rest? Do you understand what the word rest means? I do. Oh, I thought that bitch I was lazy. Yeah, okay. By the way, Soul School Cafe, Ninjas in Space on PODOMATIC and MIXCLOUD, okay? There's a particular song that I wanted to play. You know what? Did you think it was in the Super Jams? It might be in the Super Jams. We'll see. It was a countdown. It was, who was it by? I forgot. See if it's in your Super Jams. Where is it? Mm-hmm. It's a countdown song. And I think it's reminiscent of a lot of things that I want to, is that the instrumental? No, we're not going to do that. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Nope. Nope. Was it that? I think it was that. Let's go with it. The wind blows says, yeah, it's that. Wait a minute, stop. A little bit of what I do on Soul School Cafe. The hippest, trippest, most eclectic vibe in the universe. Black owned and operated since 2007. My ministry through my music. What I say, talking about the music industry, radio industry, and how it affects our community. How when our black music was great, the community was great, and then the black music started dissipating and our community wasn't so great. We want to jump on these fakes, and we jump on our own hate train, okay? We're supposed to save ourselves, but we literally go the other way just for a joint, a brew, or a little bit of fame. How's that working for you? And you mad at me? Because I don't jump on that same train with you. You jumped on a hate train to come against me. How'd that work for you? In all actuality, I should want to see you all dead, but really right now you don't even matter to me. You're not even worth my time. You're not even worth my dime. That's why I go ahead, I continue to shine, because there's nothing you can do for me. You want to bring that fear, and I throw that fear right back at you. See, everything you project on me, I throw it right back at you times 500. No, check that, 5,003. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I don't think this is the right song. I don't think this is the right one. Let me see something. Hold up. I think this is a mix of it, but it's not the right one that I wanted to play, okay? You know me, I start feeling some kind of way. And, to do what it wants to do. That's not the one I wanted to play, but hey, maybe that means something to some of you. Go ahead and let this vibe ride. I do this all of the time. Either way, I still shine. Doing this creativity thing of mine. Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 1, 2. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Everything I do's gonna be funky. What about you? Somebody says they don't like the way I smell. Somebody can take that rusty, crusty ass to hell. Somebody just said incel, so I see. You think you can do me, bitch? You can't even do you. I'ma let it be. Go ahead, let it flow. Go ahead, baby, flow. Mama said, let her cook. Daddy said, you got him shook. Just go ahead and keep doing this thing that you do. They'll see the god or the goddess in you. And if not, then bitches, these bitches won't meant to be around you. Call a bitch. Call a devil too. Call a demon. Have them all screaming. Think that they want to be around you. You can't even touch what I do with not anything that you say. And if you really want to come to me in a negative type of way, oh bitch, you could die today. You see fear in my eyes. You see fear in my eyes. Go ahead and tell me where I lie. Go ahead and come up on my time. You can't even get on this timeline. You know goddamn well you're not fine. But I'm doing what I do, and I'm doing it on my own time. I don't need none of you, and that's what you're mad at. She don't need us no more. When did I ever need you? I was the one that gave you your money, you cracked out, racist, little fucked up little whore. I should snap your head off and snap your children's heads off right in front of you. You done came to the right one or the wrong one, baby. One thing I know what you ain't gonna do. Go ahead and try to make me fear, bitch, when I turn this fear on you. 5,003, that's how it's coming back. All those times to you. Let the return go. Let the return go. Let the return go. I'm going to get my return on every way. But Val Jones is doing her show. Ho, 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 ho. Ranger, manger show. Soldier in the house. Now, if you know, you know. F-A-F-O, yes, some dudes know about me. And those who don't, bitch, we don't care. Honestly, it's okay. A-okay all the way. And there goes the planes, by the way. You wait at the most peculiar time to show up. But the point is we show up. Shout out to my folks. Shout out to my subscribers. Those who love me, I love you too. I don't know what I'm going to do next day. Tomorrow's my daddy's birthday. So it's just between me and daddy. But in honor of Mitch and the Cancer Leos and Leo Cancers and my true clique, thank you for all that you are and will forever be for me. And I am proud to be a part of your ingenuity and your legacy. That legacy and that spirit will never die. When you've grown up with real ones, why should I lie? I am a blessed and thankful daughter and thankful sister. Yes, I am. That's it. like my vibe, like, subscribe, tie the vibe, Cash App, $ValJonesDaO, Cash App, $ValJonesDaO, or PayPal me at iamvaljones@gmail.com, iamvaljones@gmail.com. I will have a Venmo up by Friday. That's it. Faith walking, being patient, fear. I'm fearing no one. And I'm not going to let you bring fear to me. God will destroy all fears, especially when it comes to me, saith the daughter. So mote that be. Happy Wednesday. Yeah. Hump Day Wednesday. I'm Wednesday's child. Anyway, bye. Time to eat again.